So remember my last video about the guy who broke up with me for queefing? This one's about his friend. I know, whatever. So we matched on Hinge and he writes to me and he says, ooh, trouble. Baby, trouble doesn't even begin to describe. Before we get there, let's start at the beginning. We go on a date and I learn he's a former actor, which rocks because he gets it, but is no longer dying for external validation at all times. I asked what he's doing that weekend and he says he's racing toy cars with his friends. An absolute red flag, but I let it go because he says he wants to hang Friday and offers to bring shrooms. Now I'm in a very reckless place, so I say yes to drugs on the second date, which is something I do not recommend. So Friday night, he comes to my childhood home, acting silly as hell, making me laugh and shit. So we take the shroom hummus crostinis, and I'm like, this night is gonna slap. The shrooms hit. And before I know it, our hands are violently intertwined and we're staring into each other's eyeballs being like, what's your biggest fear? If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you be? Like, wasn't trying to be on a date with Diane Sawyer, so I suggest we move on to the next activity. And he's like, let's go upstairs so we can try on your fun outfits. Like, weird, but also real life Lizzie McGuire movie moment. I'm down. So I am fully in costume, we are fully on shrooms, and we are fully making out. And I am like, this is the best date of my entire life. And this is where it goes dark. Out of nowhere, he pulls away and is like, I'm having a panic attack and think I should go home. This is what dreams are made of comes to a halt, and it sinks in that I'm with a stranger who I don't know, who's having a panic attack, and I do not know how to help him because I am also on drugs. So I say, I hear you and I'm here for you, but I am on drugs and cannot be left alone right now. So please don't panic, but you are trapped here. He laughs a little, and then with my last brain cell, I think to put on my octopus teacher to help calm him. My two hands couldn't help, but a tentacle sure did. He spends the night, and in the morning, we laugh about our crazy adventure. We hook up. It's hot. He leaves. And I'm feeling weirdly positive about the whole experience. 4 days go by and I don't hear from him, so I send him a text saying, hey, what are your plans this weekend? And he says that. Rough. Weirdly, I decide to text again and say, hey, I feel kind of weird about the other night. Can we discuss? He never answers. At this point, I'm on a roll and my self-respect has absolutely left the building. So I decide to text again, asking if he'll FaceTime with me. Then I texted him again. No, I'm just kidding, it's over. 3 major lessons were learned from this experience. Don't do shrooms on a second date. Don't try and contact someone who's very clearly ghosting you. And don't speak to men who play with toy cars.
Oh,